So now I would like to introduce to you Diana Jordan, who knows firsthand why it's crucial to make the choice to prevent heart disease. Diana's message rings loud and rings true about how we can make a choice to be happy, to find the funny in your life, taking responsibility for your own health, and in doing just these three things can make a happier, healthier, and more productive you. So today she's here to tell you why Go Red for Women is so important for all of us. Please help me in welcoming Diana Jordan.
Well, I was busy and got over here from the doctor as fast as I could. How is everybody? Texas. I tell other people, I go, I'm going to College Station, Texas, and they go, where the heck is that? And I go, well, it's in Texas. So I'm glad to be here. You know, I want to talk a little bit about, I'm going to make you laugh, I'm going to talk about things, how heart disease has affected my life. As a matter of fact, yesterday was my mother's birthday, who is no longer with us. And it's always a sad day, you know, and one thing I want to say is, if you can't get yourself checked with everything that you've heard about here today, do it for somebody that loves you. I don't want anybody to ever have to go through what I went through. And like she said, a lot of people think the #1 killer of women is breast cancer. And it's not. It is heart disease. Who thought breast cancer was the #1 killer? See, it's amazing. And I went through breast cancer. And I know everyone now is looking at my breast. It's okay. It's okay. When I meet somebody, they go, hi. I go, yeah, great. Hi, how are you? And people say weird things when they find out that you have breast cancer. Like a guard where I used to live, he comes up to me when I come home after my mastectomy, and he goes, you know, I'm really sorry about what happened to you. And he said, you know, my aunt had a vasectomy. You know, to this day, I have never told him that's wrong, because I want him to go and tell that to somebody else. And since I've been sick, once you have kind of a catastrophic disease, you become a hypochondriac. And sometimes that's good, because that gets you to the doctor all the time. I mean, I was recently there. I had my prostate checked. And it's okay, don't worry, sir. I'm on Avodart. Every man here that laughed is on Avodart. But you gotta lower your stress in life. You know, isn't that what we always hear? Lower your stress. You gotta lower your stress. It stresses me out for people to tell me to lower my stress. You know, I'm trying to lower my stress. And there's different ways, though, different things that you can do. Because as women, we are the multitaskers. You know, what would you men do without us doing 445 things every day? But you have to take care of yourself first. Put your oxygen mask on first, or you can't take care of everybody else. But so how do we lower our stress? What are different ways that we can lower our stress? One of the ways is get a pet. Who's got a pet? Wow, lots of pets here in Texas. You know, they say that you look like your pet. Okay, I have a dog. What kind of dog do you think I have? A Shih Tzu. Come on! She has this same sweater. And I named her Scoots, because this is what she does across the carpet all day, guys. Now, I thought that was a trick. And, you know, my friends come over and they go, Daddy, it's not a trick. You got to take your dog to the vet. your car payment. So I go in the vet, true story. The vet examines her, and the vet says, your dog has hemorrhoids. And then he goes, here's some ointment. So I put it on the carpet. I'm a smart Shih Tzu. And the dog is fat. I don't think she's fat. Everybody else thinks that she's fat. And she loves now, though, I have to tell you, she loves Berber carpet. You know, with the scooty. That's like a trip to Hawaii for her. In fact, I went over to some friend's house, and then I walk in, they got Berber carpet. I picked her up and go, you know what, I just remember we have an appointment. We got that. But I didn't think she, you know, it's just like we don't notice really when we're gaining weight. I didn't think she was getting fat until the cable guy walked in one day and said, did that beanbag chair just bark? Relieving stress. That's what we have to do. And I love to talk about laughter. I love to talk about laughter. Besides being a motivational keynote speaker, I've also been a very successful headlining stand-up comedian for 25 years. And I was on Oprah, and Oprah said, get off of me. I was on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and was selected one of the funniest people on the planet. Pressure's on now. And what I really realized was, after doing just stand-up for so long, which I still do, and having people come up to me after the shows and go, oh my gosh, I just went through a divorce. Oh, I just did this. Oh, I just, you know, and this was so great. I just needed to laugh. I feel so much better. And then I realized that groups like this, like the American Heart Association, you know, laughing is so healing. And they have done so many studies on how healing laughter is in a lot of assisted facilities, assisted living facilities. They do laughter therapy. Because laughter, first of all, the thing is this, it is an excellent exercise. Now I know everybody, they tell us exercise, what, half hour a day? Who's gonna do that? Look, not one hand went up. Everybody, not me. This is my, you know what a woman's idea of exercise is? Talking. Look at the men, I knew that. Because we do love to talk. And you know, as a matter of fact, before I get back to that, there's a study that men speak on the average about 17,000 words a day. Now that's a lot of words, right? Right, sir? Women on the average speak 35,000 words a day. That's why, ladies, you can't be mad at your man when he comes home from work. He asks you what kind of day it is, and you ask him what kind of day it is, and he goes, huh! The man has no words left. Leave him alone, let him sit in the chair with a beer and the remote control. But laughing, think about it when you laugh, okay? Think about it when you laugh. It's like internal jogging. When you're really laughing, you know, you roll, they call it rolling with laughter. That's because people, when they're really laughing, they're going like this. Oh, is that good for the waistline? You're laughing. It's good for the neck, ladies. Good for the neck, good for the jaws. Lowers your blood pressure. I mean, this is like, this is easy stuff. Lowers your blood pressure, releases endorphins. Ooh. Who likes to release endorphins? You know, I was working in the South somewhere, I'm not going to tell you where. Alabama. And this woman comes up to me head. She says, you know, now I understood everything you said, but I don't understand why laughter releases dolphins. Again, I didn't tell her the difference because I want her to go and tell other people that. Maybe that's a little mean. But one of my messages today, too, is life is funny. And your life is funny. Pay attention to your life. Funny things go on all the time. During a journey that you're having, it may not seem funny. It's not funny. But there are other things in your life that you have to learn to find the humor in. You know, I have very serious ADD. I have already, just since I've been up here, I know how many balloons and light bulbs there are in this room. And exactly how many people are in here. So I have ADD, my younger sister has ADHD, and my brother has ASS. You know, that is not covered by the Affordable Care Act. And my sister, you know, one of the big stresses in our life is our family. Does everybody agree with that? Just sometimes you feel like you don't have a family tree, you have a cactus. And you've always got that one person that just makes you nuts. There's always, and everybody here right now, yeah, you got that one person. And mine happens to be my sister. And I love my sister, My sister's 10 years younger than me. Hate her. Okay. Looks like me with a good neck. And my sister now, I want to say that my mom, when my mom passed away from emphysema and heart disease, you know, when she talked like that because she smoked, you know, for 40, 50 years, she knew she was going to pass away. And she said to my sister and I know you two have your troubles, but please, just get along with your sister. Get along with your sister. So whenever I get mad at my sister, I just have to think of that. Get along with your sister. And it doesn't matter. My sister will just, oh, and she married a millionaire. I'm in College Station, Texas. I love it here, no offense, but I'm not living in Beverly Hills, not with a job. Brushing my dog's teeth every day like she does. You can't make this stuff up. I'm over there one day, she goes, watch me brush the dog's teeth. Do I have to? She gets the dog and she goes, brush, 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 brush. I'm thinking, get a job, get a job, get a job. And I don't know if she just tries to torture me and she just sits around and thinks of things, right? She's got, Lord knows, plenty of time, you know. So I just had a big birthday and she takes me to this, you know, beautiful restaurant in Beverly Hills and it's got a present for me, you know, and I'm thinking this birthday is going to be a really good present. Because she married a millionaire. Okay. So we get to the restaurant, I open the present, and it's perfume. Get along with your sister, get along with your sister. So you know, I said, thank you very much, it's very sweet. I bet you think that's perfume. Well, yeah, because guess what? Guess who's allergic to perfume? And she said, this is going to help you get a man, help you get a man, help you get a man. You're divorced. This is going to help you get a man. It's not perfume, it's pheromones. You know, it's that scent animals get off when they want to get crazy. Get along with your sister. Then she sprays it on me. chasing me down the street. And not one of them had a job or health insurance. Because I'm not getting married for love this time around. I'm getting married for health insurance. Hi, my name's Diana. Do you have health insurance? HMO or PPO? When you get PPO, call me. But you gotta relieve the stress in your life. And I love working for the Heart Association. First of all, raising money to help prevent, including myself, from getting heart disease or having a stroke. And I have worked many, and I wasn't going to tell these stories, but one of the gals that works here told me I should tell them. I was in the South, and Kentucky, and I was doing my thing, you know, and for the Heart Association, and all of a sudden a woman fell over. They had to call the paramedics. She walked out, she goes, "You're just too funny." Then the second time, I was in Lexington, and they were doing a fashion show. Okay, they're doing a fashion show. The tornado thing goes off in the hotel, right? And I'm just like, oh, there must be something wrong, right? Well, they know there is a tornado now on the way. I am not home. I am in Kentucky. I am in a hotel. I don't know what's going to happen, right? So the gal that hired me, she comes up to me. It's like she was going to get her money's worth, whether it killed me or not. Because everybody's going home. We've got to go home and get our kids. You know, and I'm like thinking, oh, well, I made a lot of money. I didn't have to do anything. Where's the mark? So she makes me go up. Everybody's leaving. And she goes, just talk for 5 minutes. So I talked for 5 minutes. I had to go down the bomb shelter. And there was no liquor down there. Can you imagine a bomb shelter without liquor? But I've had a lot of great experiences with the American Heart Association, and I go to Waco, Texas from here. Anybody from Waco? No, y'all ever leave here? We love it here. That's good, you love it there. You love it here. And another great benefit of laughing, I am not making this up, you don't have to make things up in life. Just pay attention, look around. Laughing helps you lose weight. Well, I'm going to be real funny now, aren't I? They have proven, in fact, ladies, I will tell you how to make sure that you look great in your bathing suit every single year. The Thigh Master. You get your bathing suit, you put it over the top of the Thigh Master, you let it spring open, stretches it to the next size. Nobody knows it on me. I'm a smart shih tzu. But you know, I think about, you know, the heart and all that it does for us. You know, it beats for us, it pumps for us, it aches, it gets broken, but it always rebounds. It always comes back. And in the South, of course, what do people say about your heart? Bless your heart. Or bless your little heart. That's kind of like, it is what it is. Bless your little heart. My heart has been blessed so many times. That must be why I'm still alive. Right, sister? You're not my sister. I'm talking about the sister. I looked out and saw my sister. I'd have a heart attack, right? But many years ago, I'll tell you that obviously everybody knows that Robin Williams recently passed away. And many years ago, I was a fetus. Robin and I were in a master comedy class together, and I dated him for 6 months. And it's still very difficult for me to talk about what happened with him. But what they have since found out is about 6 years ago, Robin had open heart surgery. And they're finding a link between depression and heart disease. Now also, another friend of mine, David Letterman, had a heart attack. David Letterman is the most depressed man I've ever met for the last 30 years. So he had no repercussions because he was already depressed. But Robin, you know, finding out now that, you know, he had Parkinson's disease, the early stages of it, knowing him the way I did, I don't certainly approve of what happened, but I understand, you know, that if he couldn't be himself, then he didn't want to be anybody. But we can't think that way. And you would think somebody who has a sense of humor, but depression is a very, very serious thing. My mother was depressed during her heart disease, and we didn't know what was going on. We did not understand it. So this is something I never hear people talk about because this is really new information. Watch, if someone that you love or yourself, watch for any kind of signs of depression, because depression can be treated with medication, and some of it's real good. And not that I know. And, you know, of course, therapy. So I'm gonna shift gears a little bit here now. I said my sister's always trying to fix me up because I'm not married now. I married my college sweetheart. I divorced my college sweetheart. That's the one time the word heart in it did not work. But I didn't have any kids, and I never really wanted any kids because I'll tell you what, I found the best form of birth control in the world. Chuck E. Cheese. Am I right? I went in there for a pizza. I came out with a hysterectomy. The noise factor alone seared my fallopian tubes right in. And then I read that this getting older and this menopause bit. What? Oh, you men in here, do you know in 4 years, 44 million women in this country are going to be in menopause? Start your Prozac now. And I'm reading up on it because now I'm in it. They say you go through it. You don't go through it. Once you're in it to win it. And then as you get older, you can just be walking along in the street, right? And your uterus can fall out. What? I mean, what are we like walking along and go, oh, what's that, my daytime or what is that? Look at these men. I'm never picking up anything I see. I would ever. Oh my gosh. But I have a OBGYN in Los Angeles. And first of all, did you ever notice how that sounds like a character from Star Wars? Excuse me, OBGYN. Your wife has the Wookiees. Now I have an OBGYN and he is Asian. And he lets me do this impression of him because he thinks he's in show business now. And he barely speaks English. And you know, I have discovered it's really important for your doctor to speak English. So I go in there when I'm starting up this, you know, menopause. I don't know what's going on. I just know I'm hot. I'm mad. Everybody hates me. I'll call people, tell them the same thing 45 times. Have you ever talked on your cell phone to somebody and said, I cannot find my phone? So he examines me and he goes, oh, you in mini paw. I'm in whose paw? You in mini paw. You know, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. And then I asked him this, because I noticed this, and I talked about this on Oprah. Oprah asked me, what did I think was the craziest thing that women did? And it didn't take me a minute. I knew exactly what it was. It's when we go to the OBGYN. The last article of clothing we always take off in there is what? Our undies. And we always fold them up. And what do we do with them, girls? We